Hello, welcome to Teift Canine. My name is Doug Teift. What I'm going to try to do in a series of different YouTube videos is to explain to you some of the ways that can help improve you in your scent detection, whether it be with CKC, SDDA, whatever the organization is, it's really all the same. It's detection work. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to first explain to you what a judge looks for. As a judge, I know what I look for. We're fairly consistent across the board in what we look for. So that might help explain some of your score sheets when you're coming in. I have to tell you right up front, we're there to try to get you to pass. None of us are there to try to trick you. So we may have hides that seem difficult, but they were fair. And remember, everybody's competing under the same situation and conditions. So I'm going to try to explain a little bit as to how we think, what we look for. This whole game and sport of scent detection was supposed to simulate an actual detection dog team out working, whether it be narcotics, explosives, or what have you. So in the real world, what happens, say if it was at the border and you had a bomb dog or a narcotics dog or what have you working there, a car comes up, the dog runs around, you go to the next car, and then you say, oh, wait a sec, I have to go back check that other car. That car's gone. So you have one chance, and one chance only, to get a positive decision on the dog, by the dog, is there something there or not. So I'm going to explain a little bit how we do that. The other thing I'm going to do is answer some of your questions. I've done a lot of workshops and seminars now from coast to coast, from anywhere from Newfoundland to Vancouver Island, and down in the U.S. as well. And every time I go, I ask people to write out a question that they have for me or a problem, a training problem they have. So I'm going to do the same thing with you guys here. I'm going to ask that you pass on your questions to me, or the area that you're having problems in. And what that will do is that will give me a target to head for a next video. It's impossible to do all this in one video. I used to do weekend seminars, be Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, on tracking, trailing, and air scent, and the differences between each. And I wrote a manual on it, and I felt really bad when I left the end of the weekend because I thought there was so much more I could teach them. And I felt bad they weren't getting the money's worth, let's say. Well, what I found out is people weren't getting what I thought they were going to get. But it wasn't for lack of information. The problem was it was over-information. It was too much information. It was overload. So I've learned that, I have to break it down a little bit. Sometimes I used to forget that, it took me a lifetime to get where I'm at and learn what I know. The more I'm around dogs, the more I watch dogs work. When I go to a competition, I'm the luckiest guy there. I get to watch every dog out there. So the more I watch these dogs, the more I'm learning. And the more I realize there's so much I don't know yet. I'll be a total idiot by the time I die. It's just the way it is. You keep learning dogs. And I'm going to go through a little bit on the process of learning with the dog and what is important in communication. There's a whole wide area of information that I'd love to go forward and present to you. One of the things I really enjoy is teaching. I love teaching scent work, and I enjoy judging it just as much. And sometimes I get in a little bit of trouble because I'll take a minute or so with someone that's just gone through on a trial. They've done containers or interior or an exterior. And I'll give them a little bit of information to help them improve for the next time they go out. And sometimes they say, hey, look, you're taking too much time. The trial has to go on. Well, I think, the way I think about it anyway, is you paid a lot of money. You went to the trial. You don't get to see anybody else run, for the most part. You go out with your dog, work your 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it happens to be, and you leave. And I kind of feel bad about that, because I see people in there, and if you have no idea, as a judge, as a timekeeper, as someone that happens to be in that area watching, you know, and they see the dog go up to, especially when we know where the hide is, and you see the dog signaling to the handler, and we're saying, please get it. We're cheering for you. We really, really are. So I'm going to try to help you through that. There is a huge void in information that has been crossed to the competitors. You have trainers out there, but I think I'm going to try to come across as the judge in the first part, in the first series of videos, and what I see, how I can help you. I do have quite a list of questions that have been given to me over the past few years. So I'm going to compile them. What I would ask is, if you have questions, either send me a Facebook message with the question on it, and I'll mark that down, or send me an email. That's dteeft. So it's DTEEFT@eastlink.ca. I'm not the world's best at this new stuff here, trying to make these videos, making channels and stuff like that. So be patient. They aren't going to be professional, but at least they'll give you an idea of what I'm trying to do with you. Okay, guys, the rest is up to you. Send me those emails, send me the questions. I'll put them together with the ones I already have here and start the whole series going. The first of the series will be how a judge scores, what he looks for. So that's going to be fun. Again, send it to me, and look forward to your emails in the future. Thank you.